Wednesday in Salem is not about one massive explosion. It is about the moments before everything begins to crack. On May 20th, Days of Our Lives brings grief, suspicion, and romance into the same dangerous space. This episode feels quieter on the surface, but that is exactly what makes it so tense. Everyone is trying to manage something: grief, guilt, fear, desire, control, and by the end of Wednesday, one thing may become clear: Salem's quietest moments often hide the biggest warning signs. Wednesday opens with Amy mourning Sophia, and this immediately gives the episode a darker emotional weight. At first, it may seem like a private moment of sorrow. Amy is grieving someone whose story has already left a painful mark on Salem. But the problem is, Sophia's name does not come with peace. It comes with secrets, confusion, and damage that reached more people than anyone expected. That means Amy's grief may not stay quiet for long. She may begin with heartbreak, but heartbreak can quickly turn into questions. Why did things go this far? Who knew more than they admitted? Who should have stepped in sooner? And who is still hiding something now? Amy may not be looking for revenge, but grief can push people toward blame when the truth feels incomplete. If she starts demanding answers, Sophia's story could pull others back into the spotlight, especially Holly, Ari, and anyone connected to the final pieces of this mystery. This is why the scene matters. Amy is not just mourning a loss. She may be opening the door to a new wave of emotional fallout. And once that door opens, Salem may not be able to close it again. As Amy's grief spreads outward, Holly and Ari are left facing emotions they cannot easily sort through. Their struggle may not be loud, but it could be deeply important. They are young, but Salem has already pulled them into problems that are far bigger than ordinary teenage drama. Sophia's situation has left behind confusion, guilt, fear, and maybe even resentment, and Holly and Ari may now be stuck trying to understand what they are supposed to feel. Holly may be questioning her own role in everything that happened. She may wonder whether she missed something, trusted the wrong person, or reacted the wrong way. Ari, meanwhile, could be carrying her own complicated feelings, especially if she is trying to support Holly while also protecting herself emotionally. A crisis does not affect everyone the same way. One person may want to talk through the pain. Another may want to bury it. One may feel guilty. Another may feel angry. And if Holly and Ari are not in the same emotional place, even a simple conversation could become tense. The real drama here is not just what they say. It is what they are afraid to admit. Sophia's shadow is still hanging over them, and Wednesday may show that the younger generation of Salem is carrying more pain than the adults realize. Then the episode shifts into strategy, because Gabby making Liam an offer is immediately suspicious. Gabby does not usually reach out without a purpose. When she makes a deal, there is almost always something underneath it: fear, leverage, ambition, or survival. And right now, survival may be exactly what she needs. Her secret involvement in the Titan-Demera merger disaster is getting dangerously close to exposure. She helped Tony by bugging Xander's office, and that one decision may soon cost her everything. Philip is already heading toward a brutal discovery, and once he realizes Gabby helped trigger Titan's collapse, trust between them may disappear fast. So her offer to Liam could be a panic move disguised as confidence. Maybe she needs information. Maybe she needs him to stay quiet. Maybe she is trying to create a backup plan before Philip throws her out of his life completely. Whatever the offer is, it probably says more about Gabby's fear than her control. Gabby is smart, but she is also cornered. And when she is cornered, she can become dangerously bold. She may think she is buying time, but if Liam has his own agenda, she could be handing him power without realizing it. For Gabby, this may be a survival tactic. But if the move backfires, it could become another piece of evidence against her. and another reason Philip may decide he is done for good. And while Gabby tries to stay one step ahead of disaster, Kat begins asking questions that could put EJ on high alert. Kat questioning EJ may look like a quiet conversation, but it could be one of the most dangerous moments of Wednesday's episode. EJ is already under pressure from every direction. Kristen's plan is circling around him, the DiMera family is unstable, and his connection to Kat still carries too many missing pieces. So when Kat starts asking questions, EJ may quickly realize this is not ordinary curiosity. Kat may be trying to measure him. She may want to know what he remembers, what he suspects, and whether his mind is beginning to connect details that should have stayed buried. Her questions may sound careful, even casual, but the purpose underneath could be much sharper. And EJ is not the kind of man who misses that for long. He can be charming, controlled, and patient when he wants to be, but once he senses someone is testing him, his entire energy changes. He starts listening differently. He studies every pause. He watches for hesitation. And if Kat gives away even a small clue, EJ may begin to understand that she knows more than she is admitting. Kat may think she is leading the conversation, but EJ could turn it around at any moment. One wrong question from her, or one wrong answer from him, could shift the balance completely. The danger is not an immediate explosion. The danger is suspicion, because once EJ starts suspecting Kat has been hiding something, he will not let it go. And in true DiMera fashion, the search for answers could become far more dangerous than the secret itself. And just as Kat's questions tighten the tension around EJ, Salem shifts toward a moment that should feel romantic, but may arrive with dangerous timing. Chad and Belle finally getting their long-awaited dinner date should feel like a romantic payoff. After months of delay, emotional complications, and unfinished tension, this is supposed to be their chance to focus on each other. Chad made the promise, Belle accepted the possibility, and for one evening, they may both want to believe Salem will allow them a quiet moment. But that hope may not last. Belle's past with EJ still hangs over her story, and Chad's DiMera ties make the situation even more delicate. Even if Chad and Belle are trying to move forward, the people around them may keep pulling old complications back into the room. That is why the timing of Kat questioning EJ matters. If EJ and Kat cross paths with Chad and Belle during the date, the atmosphere could change instantly. A warm dinner could become awkward. A romantic moment could turn into a silent battle of glances, history, and unspoken questions. For Belle, EJ's presence could stir up tension she may not want to deal with. For Chad, seeing EJ involved in another strange situation with Kat could raise family concerns. And for Kat, the date could become another opportunity to observe EJ when he is surrounded by people who know him well. So this dinner is not just about romance. It is a test of whether Chad and Belle can build something new while the DiMera world keeps dragging old shadows into their path. Their chemistry may be real. Their timing may be terrible. And in Salem, terrible timing is often all it takes to turn a beautiful night into the beginning of a much bigger problem. By the end of Wednesday's episode, Salem may feel emotionally unsettled in every direction. Amy's grief over Sophia could create new questions. Holly and Ari may be forced to face feelings they cannot easily explain. Gabby's offer to Liam could become a dangerous attempt to stay in control. Kat's questions may push EJ closer to a truth he is not ready to face. And Chad and Belle's long-awaited date may prove that romance is never safe when DiMera drama is nearby. That is what makes Wednesday important. It is not just about one shocking moment. It is about pressure building quietly, piece by piece. Grief is turning into suspicion. Feelings are becoming harder to hide. Secrets are moving closer to the surface. And several characters may be making choices that will shape the rest of the week. So the real question is not whether Salem will explode. The real question is who will crack first, and how much damage they will cause when they do.